egg, big egg, brown egg, world record egg. Remember when this guy took over the internet? For a brief moment, we were at peace. It didn't matter what color hair you had or what race you were or what language you spoke. It was all just egg. Everything was the egg. Instagram was the egg. Twitter was the egg. The news was the egg.
An account called The Egg Gang, who posted a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing picture of an egg, has surpassed that post.
Wow. It was everywhere, and then it was nowhere. So why is that? What drives 30 million people to like a stock photo of an egg? Is it spite towards the Kardashians? Is it an everybody's doing it so I have to do it kind of thing? Or were you just trying to stand with the survivors of the avian flu? We stand with you, $7 carton of eggs, and we welcome you with open arms and wings. So on today's episode of YouTube, let's break down what was up with that egg and what makes an internet phenomenon. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and comment down below what your favorite egg is. Let's get into it. The year, 2019. The month, January. The day, 4. At world_record_egg posts egg. Everybody goes, what? Egg types. Let's set a world record together and get the most liked post on Instagram. Beating the current world record, Kylie Jenner, 18 million. We got this. Hands in the sky emoji. Hashtag like the egg. Hashtag egg soldiers. Hashtag egg gang. People start liking the egg. First, it's random people. Me, you, your mom. It's egg mania. The snowball starts. Soon it's the talk of the town. Have you liked the egg? Somebody asks. Liking the egg is lame and not cool. I'm not giving some stock photo my precious likes, someone else says. Soon factions start to arise. As more people like the egg, more people are holding out. I'm not gonna let myself give in to this social conditioning. What if the egg is from China? What if China is farming data from the egg? I don't know if anybody was actually saying that. With 59 million people liking the post though, you'd assume that there's a whole Pizzagate Q conspiracy about how the egg is putting fluoride in our water, right? Celebrities start talking about the egg. What do you mean an egg is more important than my engagement to Hailey Baldwin? Screams Justin Bieber sweatily. How could this egg be more famous than my literal baby? Announces Beyonce sweatily. Quickly, the egg starts gaining likes in the millions. 1 million. 2 million, 3 million. It's egg fever and everybody's catching it. And then it happens. The egg surpasses 18 million likes. Kylie Cosmetics stock spirals. Travis Scott burger is canceled. The egg gets cracked on the pavement and Kylie goes, take that little egg. Except that last part actually happened. Like that was her actual response to this. You have literally every resource in the world at your disposal. Hire a late night writer. Hire a guy off the street to come up with a better joke than take that little egg. But it doesn't stop there. The number just keeps going up. 19 million, 20 million, 21 million. Who cares? You know how to count. It kept getting bigger. But then a new post. The egg cracks, and it cracks again. The world stares in shock and awe, anger even, but the likes keep pouring in. And now these new posts are getting likes. It's a bona fide Instagram account all of a sudden. Posting and liking, posting and liking, posting and liking. And what's it gonna be? Is there a celebrity behind the account? Is it a big brand? Who did they trap in the egg? Do they need help? Is Stormy in the egg? The egg posts again. The wait is over. All will be revealed this Sunday following the Super Bowl. Eyes emoji. Watch it first, only on Hulu. And you may notice the egg is now a football. Transformative stuff, people. In a similar fashion to the millions of people only tuning into the Super Bowl for Rihanna this year, one can only assume that millions of people were tuning into Hulu to look at the egg. We needed to know who was in the egg, what was in the egg. The Super Bowl ends and we all go to Hulu, and the egg cracks. So it was a mental health thing, which is cool. cool, don't get me wrong. Here's the thing though, hear me out. Who cares? Who the f cares about what some egg has to say? Here's a game theory for you. Maybe the reason the egg got all of these likes is because our 2019 ape brains wanted to revolt against the Kardashians and the Baldwins of the world. It's just an egg. I'm all for mental health awareness, but for Pete's sake, how much did this cost? Who actually watched this and decided to go see a therapist or start an SSRI? I'm not gonna speak for everyone here. Actually, I am gonna speak for everyone. I'm speaking for everybody right now. If you were depressed before, a little egg on Hulu wasn't going to change your mind. In the wake of the eggs hatching, the creators of the account were revealed to be 3 advertising people: Chris Godfrey, CJ Brown, and Alyssa Khan Whelan. I don't care about these people. They did absolutely nothing special. Their identities were a hot button topic at the time though. People were crafting these crazy theories about who the egg really was and what its true motivations were. They revealed themselves in this New York Times article that might be the most pompous thing I've ever read in my entire life. It opens with the quote, "Chris Godfrey remembered thinking, could something as universal and simple as an egg be great enough to beat Kylie Jenner's record?" He then goes on to explain that an egg has no gender, race, or religion. An egg is an egg. It's universal. Let's be real, Chris. It's a picture of an egg. You had absolutely no plan going into this. We've all done silly little goofs with our friends and not expected them to go anywhere or be seen by people. But there's nothing special about this little egg and its dramatic and furious rise to the top of Instagram. Sometimes things just happen. The article proceeds by introducing Eugene the egg to the world. Alyssa states that, quote, "Eugene is really global, all over the world. He likes football." Insightful stuff over here from one of America's most prestigious news outlets. And to sum it up with the most quintessential boomer take possible, Margaret Johnson, a chief creative officer who, quote, only became aware of the egg account after realizing her 12-year-old son had liked the image and sought out more information about it. She goes, "What a great thing for them to do and kind of hijack the Super Bowl through social and hammer home a responsible message." Margaret, is the egg going to do like a pro-smoking ad? Also, is the egg really hijacking the Super Bowl? I'm convinced nobody even remembers this part of the story happened and I just had a very vivid marketing-centric nightmare. But yeah, Eugene is totally the new Tom Brady. Chris stated that Eugene cared about mental health and it was simply one of the causes that the egg was going to focus on. This did not happen. And so, like many internet flukes before it, the egg jumps the shark. Here's an article from a reputable source called goodgoodgood.co interviewing the creators and talking about their plans for the egg. They launched a positive news Instagram account called @sunny_side_news. They talk about a YouTube channel where they're going to make animated shorts of Eugene and really be a deep dive into Eugene as a character. This never happened. Instead, the egg just kind of vanished. It turns out a stock image from an egg where the only pull for the audience is to press your phone 2 times doesn't have real staying power. On the other hand, I think that Jenner woman and her daughter is still in the forefront of America's minds. After the success of the egg, the 3 creators started their own social media marketing agency, Happy Yo, which has garnered a whopping 500 followers on Instagram and 86 followers on Twitter and is still riding the heels of the silly egg picture. And I'm not a marketing powerhouse. I've never claimed to be a social media marketing mogul. I'm simply just a user. But do companies really come to people and say, "Hey, I'd really like the egg picture but for Chex Mix"? And do the people go, "Yeah, we can totally do that"? Is this really something you can hinge an entire business on? Because looking at what the company's done since, it looks like they worked with like 2 brands and they kind of called it quits after 2021. To me, an outsider, it seems like 3 people had a really crazy month and they got to do some cool things, and that's about it. The egg is basically non-existent now. The other posts on the account, the ones where it's cracking and turning into a cool football, they don't even exist anymore. The account just sits dormant with 5 million followers and only follows one account called Digimoles, which simply doesn't exist anywhere else on the internet and has garnered over 2,900 followers, over 28 different account names. I'm honestly surprised this story didn't end with like an NFT scam where you could buy a bunch of pictures of Eugene that's randomly generated and they would say they were going to donate all the money to mental health, but they would really just rug pull it. But I guess some ideas are too good to be true. So looking back on the egg and I guess the egg's influence, I do kind of feel like it ushered in this new era of celebrity. The flash in the pan celebrity you see on platforms like TikTok where somebody blows up overnight over a silly joke and they have to replicate that joke a million times to foster an audience that really just wants you to say the original thing again. It's not impossible to pivot out of, but most of these overnight celebrities fizzle out almost immediately. None of these people are going in with a plan. They just want to do something silly with their friends, like the egg. Even though gaining an audience has never been easier, I don't think it's the death of the real celebrity. There's a reason Kylie Jenner has $600 million and the egg has $0. The first reason is like, it's a stock photo of an egg. But what else are you really going to do with this? People complain about the Kardashians all the time and people that are famous just for being famous. But the allure of them and their antics is seemingly endless and the content is just overflowing. The egg is an egg. Do I think the egg is bad? No. The egg is cool and it likes football. I really wish we could have seen that animated deep dive into Eugene's psyche. I really feel like it would have cured the youth's depression or whatever the cause of the week was going to be. It makes me wish we got a cinematic universe of superhero movies starring The Dress or a rom-com about Laurel and Yanny. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment if you're egg gang or not, and I'll see you in the next one. Brofist.